Repair is a tough one for me. My hat's off to you if you got repair. If I had one on, repair just likes difficulty. And taking a personality test, the funny thing is, many times if people have repair, they're like, okay, those are my strengths, but tell me more about my weaknesses. I want to hear more about those. They like difficulty. They love a challenge. They love insurmountable odds, where they love, they might even love the movie where the hero faces down the giant, and it's like all roads point to this is death at the end of it, and they steadfastly, churn forward. And it's just a very useful skill. And it's funny, like honor, as long as there's a promise associated with it, they can find some extra oomph. Repair, ironically, they really seem like they're almost Superman, because whether or not, now of course, whether or not their time is being well spent, or whether they're really driving anything forward, they can lose sight of that. Just like with assistants, if they're helping somebody, they have a hard time saying no. Repairs can easily get lost in things that really there's no time doing it. Because I'll tell you, working with countless people, when it comes to trying to fix your weaknesses, you're really not helping anybody trying to fix your weaknesses. You should understand them. You should make sure that they're not dynamically destructive in any way. But really, that's a weakness should be seen as an invitation for somebody else. Now, repairs, people strong in repair, if you can show them that there are positive difficulties that seem impossible, they can be just as happy as they are just, slogging through things that are just relatively useless. Because at the end of the day, they're both difficult. And if you're strong in repair, you have to do as much as you can to be aware of those times. And if you're just so easily lost in it, find somebody else to help redirect your focus. Because, even fixing your weaknesses, or someone telling you, for me to tell you, you can't do that, you're like, can I? And it's like, ooh, it sounds like a challenge. It's just like, give me that top of building. I'll go ahead and jump off of it. It's just like, and then I'll, survive, and then I'll be there as my bones knit in the hospital, and then I'll walk on those broken bones, across glass, uphill both ways in the snow. They love difficulty. And that's the thing with fuels. You love them so much many times, it can give you focus. It can give you energy and enthusiasm to tackle the challenges that we as your team need you to face. But especially with repair, that since you love difficulty, try to be aware of sensible difficulty, of productive overcoming of odds. Because if I just send you off to do things that don't matter, to become a person you're not, you probably would have just as much joy in some instances, because you're challenging yourself and you're doing something that's difficult, and supposedly no one else can do it, so maybe I can. Especially have confidence mixed in there, it can be difficult. But still, it's a good thing, because there are times where it just, this hammer just, all we got is a hammer to take care of this boulder. And technically, if we just keep striking it 10,000 times, eventually the internal system will crack and this thing will crumble. Most of us would look at those things and say, what else we got? But sometimes there are just those immovable mountains in our lives where there's no current tools to really fix it, and someone just needs to just get in there and slug. And if you have repair, you are a gift to the world around you, being able to face that difficulty head on with a tremendous amount of steam.